All right, you guys, let's talk crypto. What in the world is happening in the world of crypto, you guys? Bitcoin is selling off. Major sell pressures happening in BTC. We're going to look at the price. We're going to do some TA. Is this the end of the bull market? Is it over? Is it the time to be selling your crypto and taking major profit because prices are just going to continue to go lower, you guys? We're going to look at some of the crypto market as a whole. We can see everything is red right now. Everything is getting lower and lower and lower. And we're going to see what is going on with the ETF. $1 billion in outflow from Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF as a whole. And it is because of this chart. You guys can't see it, but it is the liquidation chart. We're going to break this down in more details to help everybody maximize their crypto profit, their crypto gains. What's up? What's up? I Heart Porsche. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, man? I'm doing good. How you doing, brother? How are you doing this morning? Hope you're doing good. I hope no one's been panic selling. All right. I hope no one's been panic selling. Hope everyone's been okay and making profits. So let's talk about what in the world is happening in the world of crypto. You guys, if you have any crypto questions, drop them in the comments and I will make sure I answer everyone's question, because at the end of the day, there is a lot of money to be made in crypto. You just got to know what to do and what to look for. All right. So any question, drop in the comment and let's get started. All right. First thing we need to discuss is what in the world is happening here. Right, there's an article that was released that's saying we could potentially see Bitcoin go to 105K. 105K BTC, you guys. Guys, that's important because if you look at the price action of Bitcoin, right? Right now, Bitcoin is sitting right here at about, you guys can't see that really well. Let me try to zoom in this chart, make it a little bit tighter for everybody to see. Let me get rid of this and this. Voila. Voila. Make it a little bit better. There we go. Just bear with me, you guys, as I set this up. If Bitcoin goes into 105K, this is the Bitcoin chart, right? You guys, this is the Bitcoin chart. Let me move my head a little bit further so you can see the chart a little bit better. Bear with me while I set up, you guys. While I set up and get everything situated nicely. We got to put that right there. And then grab that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. That's a lot better. Aren't we on the downtrend? Yeah. So prices were going up and now it is a downtrend, but we might have, it seemed as if we've actually potentially could have stopped the downtrend, right? So that's a really good question, I am Porsche. Right here, we can see there's a clear uptrend direction right here, right? Right, boom. We can see the lower lows right here that was performing, and then we can see the higher highs that are performing, right? Boom. And then we can see that prices topped up right here. Boom. Let me make this a little smaller. Prices topped off right here. That gave us the new all-time high. Yeah, all-time high. We're all making money. Dollar bill, make it rain, live your best life, right? Welcome, everybody. Now, and then we saw prices starting to crash or move back towards the downside, right? Now, this is what's important, right? And this is what I've been telling everybody in my community. Should I follow? Should you follow what? I have no idea what you're talking about. And then we saw prices drop all the way down here. As soon as price dropped all the way down here, it hesitated, right? We saw a bounce towards the upside. Why did we see a bounce right here? Because look at this area right here. Bomb. Prices hit this range and then ran back towards the upside. Prices hit this range again and then ran right back towards the upside. This area right now where Bitcoin is at, where we already bounced up, this 112K Bitcoin is very, very strong, right? If you zoom out, look at this. Boom. What is this, you guys? What is this? Boom. Prices attempted to hit this range, went up, boom, got rejected, and then broke above it, right? We can see it again. Is this like gambling? If you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, then yeah, it's like gambling. But if you know what you're doing, then it's not like gambling, right? So we saw this area show a strong level of resistance, right? If we go back even further, look right here. Boom. We hit this area. Prices got rejected. So what we have to realize that this area, right, this red line, when it is playing against us, it is very strong, right? Because you see price ran up, then bomb, rejected price downwards. Whoa, then rejected price downwards. Here we can see it ran towards this area, rejected price downwards again, and then it went up. So now we have this range that's on our side. It hit, it ran up, it hit again, it ran up, it hit down here, then it went up. So that's why when we saw prices hit here, it bounced towards the upside. So now what's going to happen is we are reaching this really tight zone, right? This really tight zone. And that tight zone, I am expecting to be right here. Hang on, give me 1 sec. Let me move myself just a little itty bitty more. Right? So then, with prices hitting here, what I expect to happen is two things, right? First of all, let's talk about two things. All right, situation number one, right? Let's talk about the positive first, right? Let's be a little optimistic. Thank you for the follow, Zach. Appreciate it. Now, if we can see prices move up, I expect prices to move up here. Right here, right? This is about 115K Bitcoin. Right here, you guys. I don't expect prices just don't expect that. I expect prices to bounce within this range right here before we start seeing prices run up higher. Now, if you're asking me, Naicke, is it over? Is it time to sell our crypto? Is everything done? I don't think it's over, you guys. I do not think the bull market is over. I don't think this is the end. I personally don't, right? I still think there is more upside to come, and we could potentially see prices continue to run higher. All right. So now let's talk about the positive and the negative of where we could potentially see prices move next. Now, this is the Bitcoin chart for everyone who just came in. I see a lot of people coming in. Thank you for the follow. I see everyone coming in. And I just want to be very clear. When it comes to investing and trading crypto, we always make two plans. Plan number one, what are we going to do when prices goes down and how low price is going to do? Plan number two, what are we going to do if prices move up? And when price move up, when are we going to take profit? All right. Yes. Thank you for the follow. Your name's actually yes. Like, yes. Why? Yeah. Thank you for the follow. What's alt season? What's alt season? Alt season is, first of all, we're already in alt season. We're already in alt season. Alt season is pretty much when you start seeing your alt starting to run higher and higher. That's what it is. That's alt season. Right? It's kind of like what's summer season? Summer season is when it's really hot out, when the sun is beaming and it's feeling hot, versus winter, bear market, when it's cold out and everything is going up. 145K next, local top, alt season really pumps next. We're already in alt season, Caleb. We're already in alt season. I think one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people are doing right now in crypto is that they think we're not in alt season because they're comparing what happened in the last bull market to this bull market. A lot of people have the mindset like, oh, if what happened prior doesn't happen right now, it means there is no alt season. So I just think that's a fatal mistake that a lot of people are going to make. And then the people who are like, yeah, we're not in alt season yet. We're not in alt season yet. Now when we hit near the end of alt season, when they're like, yeah, we're in alt season. Yeah, buy a lot. Yeah. And then we're going to see prices drop, right? And it happens every single cycle. Every single cycle. Last cycle too, right? Back here, you guys. Let me put this chart up. Back here. This was last. Everyone was like, yeah, alt season is gonna, you guys, alt season. The amount of people that messaged me saying they bought crypto right here. Oh no, I bought the top. And then now they had to hold for years. And there was a thing, they never even held for years because they got scared, right? You invested, average person invested $1,000 between 5,000, right? Their $5,000 turned into $2,000. They panic and then they just sell and then price end up booming. So we're already in alt season, you guys. Like multiple crypto projects just within this week has done 50%, 80%, 90%, 100%, 120%, 130%, 150%. We've seen crypto projects do over 200% in the past month. Like we're in alt season. It's here. All right. I thought Ethereum would have to outperform BTC. So this is exactly what I mean by we have to look at how the crypto narrative has changed. That first of all, who said that? Velvet. So Velvet, what you're saying are such good questions. I like you, Velvet. You're asking great questions. So a lot of people have that perception where, oh, Ethereum has to outperform Bitcoin. Number one, we have to realize that Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin, right? Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin. Ethereum in the past month did over 50%. Bitcoin didn't go up over 50%, right? I'm going to show you this chart real quick so everyone can catch this gem. Because I just don't want anyone to make this mistake. Look at this chart right now. You guys see this chart? This is Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. Let me switch it to the day so everyone can get a really good look. Look at this. Oh, you guys can't even see this chart. Look, okay. Look what chart this is. You guys see that chart? Ethereum versus Bitcoin. This is the chart I'm looking at right now. All right. Boom. Everyone catches it. Now, take a look at this. Right? This is Bitcoin versus Ethereum. Look at this. Zoom out. This is Bitcoin outperforming Ethereum. If this chart is going down, it means that Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum. So Bitcoin has been crushing Ethereum, has been crushing it, right? But now look what's been happening. Now we're seeing Ethereum significantly outperform Bitcoin, right? When I switch that to the 4-hour, we can see that very clearly. Look at this. Whoop. On top of that, right? The reason why we saw this whole massive downtrend and Ethereum wasn't pumping like that is because institution was taking all their money, and where were they putting it? They were putting it into the Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin ETF, that's where all the money was going. Bitcoin ETF. And just within the last month, now we started seeing that Ethereum ETF outperform Bitcoin's ETF, right? You guys, this is just my opinion, right? I've been doing this since like 2017, 2018, right? But you guys are free to do whatever you want. It's your money. You worked hard for it. I didn't go to your job and work for you and put money in your bank account. So you guys are free to do whatever you want. This is my theory, my analysis. So everyone's free to do what they feel. Okay. The question is, have we hit Ethiopia? Yeah. Has ETH hit its top? No. Like I said, Lance, I think prices are still going to move up higher, and we're going to continue to move a little. We'll continue to move higher. But that wasn't the question. The question was, I was talking about if we were in alt season. That's what we're discussing. And I said we are already in alt season. BTC dominance is still high. I thought alts jump when BTC dominance dropped. BTC dominance has dropped, my friend. Lance, it has dropped. Look at BTC dominance right now. I don't know what people are talking about. BTC dominance. Look at this is BTC dominance right now. This is Bitcoin dominance. This is big. If this isn't a drop, I don't know what you call this, my friend. This is a drop, broski. Look at this. Whoop. What do you like? What is whoop? All right. Look at this. One more time. Let's just go through one more time. Whoop. Right. We see that drop. This is a Bitcoin dominance chart. Let me show it just in case you guys don't see it. Voila. Right there. You guys see that? Market cap BTC dominance. Right there. Right. So we're seeing Bitcoin dominance drop. We're seeing Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. We're seeing our alts do 100x, 150%, 200%, right? So we're already seeing it happen, right? So I just want people to be aware of that. Be aware. So don't have this, like, you guys can buy if you want, but I'm just letting you guys know we have to be aware. Like, these are the signals that are already, like, it's already started. It's already happening, right? When you have Ethereum doing 50% in 1 month, right? Like, Ethereum's a big boy. When you have multiple crypto probably doing 100%, 200%, 300%. You can't think we're not in alt season, you guys. We're in the midst of it. Under 55%. Who made up that rule, Lance? I've never heard that rule in my life. We're not in alt season until Bitcoin goes below 55%. What? That's a fake rule. Whoever said that rule is not a real rule, Lance. There's no rule that says alt season only begins once Bitcoin dominance is under 55%, my friend. Feel free. Hey, if you don't believe me, Hakuna Matata, no worries. But I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know that rule, Bitcoin dominance has to be below 55%. Is it? I don't know where that rule came from. I don't know. Maybe you just saw the chart, so you said that. So you just said that number, but it's don't fall for that trick, bro. Trust me. Though whoever told you that, mm-mm. All right, all right, all right. Just trying to help you out, but hey, do as you please. Do as you please. Or just jump into XRP. Whoa, who said that? You are funny. Who said ASW? ASW 42K. You're funny, bro. I like you, man. You're hilarious. Any crypto questions, drop them in the comments. All right, let's continue. All right, so let's talk about the good and the bad. Let's finish talking about the good and the bad with Bitcoin. And then we'll dive into all the other crypto projects as a whole. And then we'll do the TMs on the other crypto project. All right. Naicke, why are you going over Bitcoin? You guys, whatever crypto you want to invest in, you got to look at Bitcoin first. Why is XRP funny? Because of the comment that he said about XRP was funny. The comment that he said about XRP was hilarious. He just said, or just dump into XRP. Or just dump in XRP. So just jump into the crypto. No, he's joking. He's joking. Is your name 3? Is that an R or? Oh, it says the third. It was just funny. Here's the thing I want everyone to know about any crypto project, right? And I want everyone to know this. Please, you guys, like, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see so many people making crypto. And I just want to be clear. Now, some of you guys might disagree with me, but I'm just sharing my opinion. I'm just a random black on TikTok sharing his opinion. But crypto has changed my life. I've done very, very well. I used to work for a huge corporation. Now I just do this full time. I trade, I invest. All this money, I use it to buy real estate, invest in businesses. So I have done well for myself, right? This is my full. This is what I do. My wife's very happy. We chilling. Life is good now. So this is my advice to you guys. Feel free to do whatever you want. But this is my advice. Please, you guys, for the love of everything, do not, and I've said this again, I will say it again. Please, for the love of everything, you guys, do not. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. I see all the likes coming in. Thank you. Do not marry any crypto project, right? There's a good book. I'm gonna put you guys on something here. For you guys that really want to learn how to trade and invest and crush it and do really well, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get. Hang on. I'm gonna show you guys a book. Okay, show you guys a book. All right, this book right here, you guys. This book right here. All right, you guys see this book right here? It's called Beyond Greed and Fear. You guys see this book? Beyond Greed and Fear. It's a heavy book. It's not no like, oh, you just read it one day. One of the biggest element of this book is understanding behavior and psychology of investing, right? Understand. And one thing that they point out in this book, feel free to order. It's really hard to get at, hard to find it on Amazon. Is people, they get overly, they overly fall in love with a specific stock, a specific crypto, and they're like, this is the best one. This is the one that's gonna make me a billionaire, right? And 99% of the time, when people have that mindset, it doesn't go their way. Can that crypto you love so much move up? Yes. Can it do well and make you money? Yes. But we have to understand there are cycles. So whatever crypto you love, it will run down. It will go lower. And they counsel you to not get overly attached to any project. That's why I always say, don't get married to any crypto project. You have to be comfortable with, bye-bye, letting it go and collecting your money. I've done this. I have done this for myself, you guys, right? I loved Cardano ADA because they were doing so much for Africa, Ethiopia. They partnered up with the government, Ethiopia, what they were doing for schools. I love it. I'm from Africa. That's where I was born. So, but I sold my Cardano ADA. When Cardano ADA hit what did ADA hit? ADA hit $3.10. This is back in the days in like 2020 or something, 2021, the last bull market. What in the world is that? That's not ADA. right back in the days, I sold it. Why? Because I knew I had my goal. I had my goal, and that's the number one priority. Right here. Look at this. This is ETH. ETH hit its all-time high right here. Back in the days for everyone that was in crypto back then, 2021. I sold. And look what happened after that. Whoop. Right? Everyone that bought here that's still holding, they're underwater. Right? We still haven't hit that new all-time high. And I don't think ETH will hit a new all-time high. I don't think it will. Right? So I just want everyone to know that, right? I just want to share gems to help everyone make more money and to help everyone be safe, right? Don't fall for these traps. Hold this crypto forever. There's very few crypto projects that hold forever. And even if you are going to hold it forever, you have to, it's really depending on what price you bought it at, right? If you bought Bitcoin above 100K, there's no point of holding it forever, right? If you bought Bitcoin at 120K, why would you hold it forever, right? I would sell some at that price knowing when the bear market comes, it's probably going to go lower, right? Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Are we topped out? No, I don't think we're topped out. I have a lot of XRP. That's good you have a lot of XRP. I hope you bought a lot of it at a really cheap price. As long as if you have it at a cheap price and you're making money, that's all that matters. Third, that you think will XRP go below $2.87? Do I think XRP is going to go below $2.87? Let's take a look at XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. Let's take a look. Let me move this up. Okay, there we go. Right now, $2 at. Okay, so my friend who said that? Dinish. Okay, so XRP is all the way down here, right? So the price he said $8. Will XRP go below $8.87? XRP already went below $8.87, right? Like XRP is already on the cuffs. Right now, XRP is at $8 and what? 89 cents, right? So like that's, should I buy XRP? I'm not very EXP in crypto, experience in crypto. Victor said I'm not very experienced in crypto. If I'm looking at the XRP chart, so in my community, we've been talking a lot about XRP because people have money invested in XRP. If you want to buy XRP, Victor, based on your question, you said you're not very experienced. So I'm thinking you have no XRP already. Where I would look to buy XRP is I wouldn't mind buying very, very, very. Here would be the best entrance. So I'll give you guys the best entrance for XRP. The best entrance I would look to perform would be right here. Right, this would be a really good entrance for XRP. This would be really good. But one thing I did really about XRP when I was analyzing it this morning, when I was talking about it with my community this morning, one thing, and I'll share this with you guys, is that one thing you'll notice that there is a bullish divergence with XRP happening right now. Is that if you look at the XRP chart, XRP is moving in this downward structure where we can see here we had a low and then we had this other lower low. But then when you compare that movement to the RSI, you can see it didn't perform a low with another traditional lower low, right? Like it didn't do that. And because it didn't do that, that's typically an indication, this moving down, this sustaining its movement or even moving slightly up. It's an indication that we may see prices run up very shortly, right? So if I have no money in XRP and I'm like, man, I want to get into XRP, what am I looking to do? Let's say I'm just sitting on $2,000. What I would do is maybe I'll allocate $850 right here. And then I will look if prices drop a little bit down, then allocate another $1,600 around there, right? And then just hold that, because then that gives a really good reset on the XRP. And what we have to realize that this area on the XRP chart is a very strong level in which XRP has held. Because when XRP dropped down toward this range, what happened? Whop, we had a U-turn V, right, bounce back towards the upside, where it hit this level of resistance, which it has been battling for a very long time, right? So XRP is on the cuffs of hitting that range once again. So if you're not in XRP, remember, this is the keyword, you're not in XRP, accumulation range would be a drop right there, and then a little bit more right there, and then I expecting the reverse of the prices to potentially run up, right? Now, that's also based on if you want to make money in the short term, right? So that's the key part. You want to make money in the short term, right? You want to make maybe extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 at the end of the month, right? Mortgage, rent, whatever, taking a special girl out. That's how I would play it. Now, if we're doing long term, it's a completely different ball game. That's not how I would play the game, right? So that's the other thing with crypto, is that you need to invest and trade according to your goal, right? Thank you for all the follow, you guys. Thank you, Heinem, for the follow. Thank you, Casual Bulldog, for the follow. Thank you for the 511 likes that you guys have just provided me. Thank you, Ontario. What did I say? Ontarioan, for the follow. Jeez, Rob, thank you for the follow. Andy C, thank you for the follow. Jeez, Jose, thank you for the follow. Good Vibes 520, thank you for the follow. Jeez, you guys are showing love this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Hakeem, thank you for the heart with the crown. I appreciate that very, very much, you guys. So, if you guys want to learn how I play the game of crypto, how I invest, how I trade, all my strategies, all my technique, feel free to go to litcrypto.ca, the link in the bio, where I'll be hosting a crypto class tomorrow. Thank you so much, Ontarioan, for the heart with the crown. Thank you. I appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that. All right. What asset is this? This is XRP. Did I miss anyone's question? Where are you located? I am located in Canada. Canada. But here's the thing with crypto. It doesn't matter where you live. It does not matter where you live when it comes to crypto, right? You can live in Canada. You can live in America, US, right? You can live in Europe, London, Italy, France, Belgium, Swiss, right? Anywhere in Europe, right? You can live anywhere in Africa. You can live in one of the Asian countries. You can live in China, Japan. Like, doesn't matter where you live, you guys. You can still make money in crypto and crush it, right? And just with me, because I live in Canada, if you really want to do well in crypto, you have to watch the US market. US market, number one, because it moves the price of crypto like no other market. And then market number two is your the Asian. So the markets that move the price of crypto is the US market, the Asian market, and the European market. I've tracked all the markets. I've looked at the Canadian market. I've looked at like Mexico, the Latin market. I've spent months collecting all this data, and I've noticed the markets that move Bitcoin are literally just those three. So if you're someone where you watch international markets like me, those are the three ones you need to pay attention to. All right. Okay. I know you guys asked some questions. Trading is definitely a game changer. 100%. If you learn how to trade, you can crush it. You guys, I remember when I first started with trading and investing, and I'm like, man, so I was working my 9 to 5, making like $5,000 a month. I'm like, if I could make what I make in my 9 to 5, man, if I can make more money than my 9 to 5, I'll be so happy. And guess what happened, you guys? I did it. I made the same amount of money. My $5,000 paycheck, right? I get it bi-weekly, $2,500, right? That's how it works in my country. I don't know how it works wherever you're located. I got it. And I remember in my trade, I made what I used to make in my 9 to 5. And then I'm like, can I surpass what I make in my 9 to 5? That was the new goal I set. Boom, I did it. So the reason why I share this with you is that whatever goal you have for yourself in trading, whether it's I want to make my first 5,000, I want to make my first 10,000, my first 100,000, I want to make my first million, I want to pay off all my debt, all my credit card, student loan. That was one of my goals because I went to university, got a bunch of student loans. I studied IT and business. And so that was one of my debt. But long story short was I accomplished all my goals. So you can too, guys. I'm not anyone special. I'm not anyone who's, oh, mom and dad is super wealthy and gave me money. No, like I just said, I went to university on student loans. So I did it. So you guys can do it too, right? Just want to put there. So believe in yourself, believe in your goals. There's no you can accomplish it. All you got to do is just make sure you're learning the right strategies and techniques, and you can do it. All right. Gene said, what time is the training? I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow at, let me check. Let me check what time it is tomorrow at. It's in 1 day and 9 hours. It's 1 day and 9 hours. So it's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right? It comes in, so it won't be here on TikTok. It will be on Zoom, because it's gonna be very structured. Like I'm sharing strategy 1, strategy 2, strategy 3, like kind of like the pillars of trading. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make in trading is that they don't learn it properly, right? And then people mess up. So it's kind of like, so when I was in university, I had to take these irrelevant classes. Like they made me take like stats 1 and stats 2, right? Like accounting 1, accounting 2. And I'm like, bro, I'm here to study IT. Why am I learning standard deviation, all these mathematical formulas? But before you can learn like standard deviation, right, you have to learn how to add, you have to learn how to subtract, you have to learn multiplication, you have to learn division, right? So in crypto, what I found, I think if you learn things in the proper order, in the proper structure, then you can truly achieve your crypto goals, right? Because if you're just getting like random pieces of information and they don't fit together and they're in the wrong order, like it just won't work. Like it just won't work. It's like cooking. Like there's steps of cooking. First you do this, then you preheat the oven, and then you whatever this amount sugar, pour the sugar first, then twist, but blend this together, and then you add that. Like there's a structure and order to things. Feel free to do whatever you want, but that's what worked for me and everyone that I've worked with in crypto. How to register? You click the link in the bio, and you put your email. Click the link in the bio, put the name and email, and then you will get an email, and then the email will give you all the details. Here, here's the Zoom link, here's the whatever, here it is, the time, and then you get another reminder email like, hey, I'm starting in 15 minutes. Here it is. Okay, any crypto questions? Dizel said, do you think I should buy XRP right now? I have $500. You can do whatever you want. I just kind of walked. Were you here when I walked through the buying for XRP? Dizzle? Were you here when I walked through that? Because I just walked through how I would buy XRP. Okay, you're not answering, so I'm assuming you're not in the chat anymore. Okay, did I miss any other questions? Crypto questions. Do you Sol have bottomed? Okay, so did Solana bottom? Let's go look at Solana. All right, let's go look at Sol. Sol technically hasn't bottomed yet, but it's looking stinking good. Okay, Sol hasn't bottomed yet, but it is looking good. I feel like I need to kind of like switch the position of where Sol hasn't bottomed yet, but it is looking good. Okay, so I will say that. All right, so look at Sol real quick. All right, this was a major area. All right, so we're gonna look at Sol. Hang on, put you guys on, because I want everyone to learn. Everyone needs to leave here being like, I learned something, and this is gonna help me make more money. Okay. All right. Whoever said that, you're a liar. Gold VIP free, you're a liar. You need to leave my live stream. You're a liar right now. Anyone who says to anybody else, hey, I'm going to teach you how to trade and you are never going to lose money, is a liar, you guys. If anyone says that to you, DD, what's up? Anyone who ever says that to you is a liar. Don't trust them, all right? So whoever you are who said that in the chat, you're a liar. And yeah, because let me tell you something about trading, how you can actually make money. Trading is based on the best way I have found, like the best traders that has worked for me and everyone else that kind of taught me, that mentored me, that has really hit like $1 million and up. We're not even talking under $1 million. There's people that have hit 7 figures, $1 million and up. All of those individuals, the way they trade is based on statistic, probability, and data. Like those three things. And even those people have lost money. So if anyone ever messages you guys, if anyone ever sends you a DM, anyone ever on the planet Earth says, hey, I will teach you how to trade and you will never, ever lose money, they're lying and you need to stay away. Because losing money isn't the problem, right? But just know it's going to happen. If you lose money, as long as you're making more than you're losing, then you're fine. So I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you take 5 trades. Your first trade, you lose $100. Your second trade, you lose $100. Third trade, you make $500. Next trade, you make $800. And the next trade, you lose whatever. You lose another $100. So you lost a total of $300, but you've made $800, then $500. So you've made $1,300, right? So your win is bigger than your loss. So then at the end of the week, guess what? You made more money than you started with. Next week, the same thing might happen. All right, I lost $500, but you made $300 profit. So it doesn't matter. You still walked away with $2,500. So you're going to lose, but it's just you're going to end up making a lot more than you lose. Every single person that I have a good relationship with that trades, I know them very well. They know me very well. I have seen them lose. But at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, they end up making significantly more than they lost. So just a reality. A lot of these little scammers will message you and be like, hey, you'll never lose money. Red flag. Run away, you guys. Don't trust them. Run away. Trust me. Just run away, you guys. Run away, right? I'm here to just really be real with you guys and give you guys real advice that has actually helped me and the people that I have helped out in crypto. And what I just told you is like real advice. So take it if you want, your choice. All right, now. Did I miss any question? Good morning, DD. Hope you're doing good. ADA, we spoke a little about ADA, altcoin. Nick said, is BTC long smart right now? Yeah, you can BTC long. Are you going to do it on leverage though, Nick? Because then you have to be careful when you're doing it on leverage and also how much, right? Because if you do it on leverage, you have to keep in mind you're paying, right? So if so what I would do, Nick, Nick, are you talking about trading or investing? Because I'm thinking you're talking about trading. So if you're doing a quick trade on BTC, you're trying to trade that right now. This is how I would trade it. Okay. This is how I would trade Bitcoin if I'm looking to make a trade on it right now. Right. So this is how I would play it. I technically bought him. I bought yesterday already because this was like the perfect entrance. I bought yesterday late at night. This is what I would do. Okay. If I had no money in Bitcoin and I want to do Bitcoin as a trade, the best entrance would be right here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see that closely. You guys, here would have been the greatest entry, right at this zone. And I talked about this already. Right here would have been a really good entrance just because this zone is the bounce zone, right? Look at this right here. Really good entry right here. And then right here, right, we can see similar thing. And right here, we see the same similar thing, right? So just this zone right here would have been really good. So anything around here would have been really, really good. Now, is there a chance prices can go lower? Yeah, there is a chance. Now, there was this article that was released today. Where was it? Right, and it's pretty much saying, hey, we can potentially see Bitcoin go to 105K. That is a chance. That is 100% chance we can see Bitcoin go to 105K. That is true. But the chance of that happening is just really slim. So the way I would play it is I would buy a little bit right here within this zone, right? This doesn't make a big difference. So if you do want to buy a little bit right here, that's fine. It doesn't make a huge difference. Not financial advice, so take that. Please don't take down my video. This is just my opinion. All right. So right here, I feel fine accumulating some. And then if it drops a little bit lower here, and then I would accumulate a lot more in this range right here. In this range right here. I don't think it's probably going to go to 105 because 105 big BTC is like all the way down here. Right, like 105 is like you guys can't even see it. It's, look at my head, right above my head. Look at this price range. It would be 105 is like right here. This is a pretty big drop. This is a hard drop. It's gonna be hard to see that go. We have to realize with all these little news articles, they typically exaggerate things, right? They exaggerate. So just be aware of that. But that's what I would buy if I'm looking to buy more ETH, sorry, more BTC to make a quick trade. All right, let me go here. What is? All right, let's keep going. Give me your crypto questions, you guys. Let's make some money. Let's make some moolah. Okay, hang on. You guys said a bunch of stuff. Hang on. Before everyone gives a bunch of questions, let me read everything. Dreamliner said, this is why I like your lives. You seem down to earth, no BS. Thank you, Dreamliner. I appreciate the love, bro. I try to keep it 100. I try to keep it 100, man. I just try to be a real person because I know how it is to have dreams and aspirations, right? Like things you want to achieve, things you want to have in your life. I know how that's like. I remember when I had things, I'm like, I just want to have a nice car. I just want to have my own house. I just want to have my own investment property. I want to pay off all my debt. I want to pay off all my credit card. I want financial freedom. I remember when I was like, I remember how it's like, man. So I'm going to be here and just tell you guys the truth, the truth, right? I'm here to tell you guys the truth. So I appreciate the love, Dreamliner. All right, Dreamliner, how would you take Sol with leverage now? Had an entry at 155, but hoping it will turn upside again. So if you entered at 155, you're already up on your investment, right? Because Sol right now is already sitting at that 180-ish price range. Dreamliner. It's already sitting at that 180 price range. I can take a look at Sol. Sol's already at 180 price range. You're already up on your investment. Right? Look, yeah. Sol's right now is at 180K. You're already up on your investment. So you bought like all the way down. You did a good buy. Right? You bought all the way. You did a good buy. You bought right here. You bought 155. Yeah, you bought right here, man. You bought right here. This is when you bought. And prices have moved all the way up to here. So you're up right now on your investment on Sol. So, chance we see all-time highs soon for BTC. Nick, that's a really good question, Nick. I think we will see another all-time high for Bitcoin. I don't know your definition of soon, right? Time is subjective for everybody. But yes, I do think we will see another all-time high. I don't think the bull market is over and prices are suddenly going to crash. So yeah, so I think right now, if you're someone who wants to get into crypto, if you don't have a lot of money in crypto, but you're possibly thinking about more, like I think right now is really the time to lock in and just do everything in your powers to learn as fast as possible because you don't want to miss out, right? I think there's still some time to crush it in crypto and make really good money. but it's just about making sure you learn as fast as possible, right? Because you guys can see how fast crypto moves. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you end up losing money. But if you do know, then you can capitalize it and make a lot of money, right? A lot of money. Trust me, right? Like in my community, there was a crypto that we talked about, and I'm going to share this strategy tomorrow. So everyone who wants to know, check the link in the bio, where we bought it. And within a month, it did over 100%. Within 1 month, it did over 100%. 1 month. But there's some people who are in crypto, for them to finally double their money, they're in here for like 9 months, 10 months, 1 year, just to double their money. And I'm like, dang, right? So that's kind of like level 2 of trading. So I'll tell you guys. So level 1 is like, I put money in crypto and I made money. Great. Good. You made money, right? You like, be proud of yourself, be grateful, positive vibes, manifestation, you know, everything. Great. You made money. That's a win. Level 2, right? Once you start getting to the, no, as you just get more skilled, you have to start now thinking like, okay, because there's a lot of you guys that have been in crypto for over a year. Now you have to start thinking, okay, I 2x my money, I 3x my money, but a lot of these other crypto projects did a 5x, they did a 10x, they did a 15x. Now, how can I, like, what do I have to look for to put money in crypto, not just to make money, but to make the most amount of money? Why didn't I cash that 10x crypto? Mine only did a 2x, that one did a 10x. What did I miss? All right, that one did a 15x. What did I miss? Right? And then you start thinking about that, because now it's not just about like, okay, I made money. No. Now it's about what's the most amount I can make? What do I have to look for? What's the criteria, right? So that's kind of like when you start getting to like the Super Saiyan level, right? Super Saiyan level 1, 2, 3, right? So I definitely recommend for everyone that's kind of been in crypto for a while and you've seen like, oh, I did a 2x, right? You want to look for that next level. Those are kind of the key things I would look for. I encourage people to start looking for, right? Because hone your skill, like professional athlete, like Michael Jordan still practiced his free throw, and he was already in the NBA, already won multiple championships. He's there. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, like just because you made money, like you're in the league, you made it, right? Mahomes still practicing, like he's still practicing his throws, right? Tom Brady, like he still would practice, right? So continue to practice, hone your skill to be better, right? You made your first 10K, good. All right, now make 100K. All right, you made 100K, good. Now scale it up to $500,000. Made $500,000, scale it up to $1 million. Right? So the different skill set you learn every journey. So just want to encourage everyone to just keep going. All right. Well, there's a lot of questions that was asked. I'm gonna go through, make sure I answer everybody's question. So I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. I'm gonna scroll up. I answered Nick's question about Bitcoin. Yes. Exodus said BTC and gold, do they move the same? No, they don't move the same. They move opposites. Is that a trick question? Are you trying to like, what? They move opposite, a completely different asset. One is used to hedge, the other isn't. Okay, what about Link, brother? What's your thoughts? What are my thoughts on Link? So what are my thoughts on Chainlink? Yo, who just asked that question? Antony. Wait, Antonis. Huh? Antonis? Is that how you pronounce it? Well, that's a cool stinking name. I usually hear and I automatically assumed it was like Anthony. But I think Link is gonna do really, really well. And the reason why I think Link is going to do really, really well is the simple fact because Link is king of Oracle, right? Like Link is king of Oracle. So this is the Link chart. If you guys are wondering what chart is this, this is the Link chart. Let me scroll up so you guys can see. So this is the Link chart. You guys can see right here. Look, it says Link. Link. All right, everyone sees that. So this is the Chainlink chart. I think Link is going to do really well. And the reason why I think Link is going to do really well is because Link is king of Oracle, right? And with the bill that Donald Trump passed, with the whole Genius Act, with the Clarity Act, right? With so many things, with the whole RWA and tokenizing so many things, bringing it to the blockchain, you're going to want real data. You want data in real time. And the crypto that leads the way for that is Chainlink, right? They just partnered up. They recently partnered up with, was it JP Mortgage, I think? Right? So I think Link is going to do really well. I think Link's going to do really well. And it has been doing really well. Look at it in the past few days, right? Look at it in the past few days. Let's measure this real quick. Past few days, Link has done almost 75%. Look at this explosion, right? So let's look at Link real quick in regards to TA, how prices are moving. Well, it's extended up really high and prices have to definitely come down. It's extended way too high. Prices have to come down. So like I said, Link has been doing really well and it's been holding up extremely well too. Link has been holding up extremely well. Like a little too well. I'm like, dang, man, like this bad boy's not going down. Right. So if you look at all these lines, right? I had all these alerts for Link. So if you look at Link, right, the crypto market has been like just getting obliterated. Let's look on the daily. It looks a little bit easier. So if you look at the crypto market has been getting crushed lately, right? But look at stinking Link. Look at Link. Link has barely been moving down. It literally hit this double bottom structure, right? This major level of support. And we know that because we had all of this, right? Telling us it's a good time to buy. So we double bottom right here. Voila, voila. And then ever since then, bam, massive run towards the upside. Now we have to keep in mind, these are very healthy. We want these little downward structure. But then massive run up, small, massive run up, small. So if I don't have money in Link, personally, I wouldn't look to buy because it's ran up way too fast. Sorry, it's gone up a lot and it needs to have a little bit of a pullback. Here we can even get that confirmation on our RSI. Look how high Chainlink is. So what this is telling me is that Chainlink has less upside and more downside potential to go. So what I would do is if I see Link have a little bit of a pullback towards this range right here, possibly towards that around $22 price range, then I'll look to buy. Now you also have to keep in mind, if you already have money invested in Link, this is kind of like the troublesome area for Link right here around that $30, $32 price range. Because every time Link hits that area, we saw that prices came down. We saw it hit this area. What happened? Vomp, it got rejected. Prices came down. Let me move a little bit further here. You guys can see again. Link attempted to hit that area. What happened? It got close to that area. Prices went back down. Even when it hit above it, it couldn't sustain it. Prices came back down. Once again, it hit above that area, couldn't sustain it, prices came back down. So this area for Link is very hard for Link to hit above this area and continue to move upwards. It did it once there and then still couldn't hold it and came back down, right? So what is that? Oh, by the way, this going all the way back here, just so we clear, this is, we're talking about the last bull market. So this is the last bull market, like last bull market all-time high. So you can see Link has always struggled to hit that area. But now, as it creeps toward that really tough range, so just get ready, if it does hit that range, there's a high probability prices are going to go down. So I just want everyone to know that, right? Everyone to know that. Okay, let me drink my tea. If you guys are liking the assessment, yo, what's up, Iron Man? You guys are liking the assessment, check the link in the bio. I'll be doing the free crypto class tomorrow. Be showing the key strategies that has helped me absolutely crush it and allowed me make my first. Thank you for the diamond, you guys. Thank you for the diamond. Thank you. I didn't even see that come in. The strategy that allowed me to crush it in crypto. That allowed me to make my first 5,000, 10,000. 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600. So pretty much the strategy that's really allowed me to crush it, and just the structure of having to learn these strategies properly. So that's something that sounds good to you. Link in the bio, but it's not for you if you've already made your first 500,000, 1 million, 200 million. If you've already crushed it in crypto, Hakuna Matata, you're good. Don't worry about it. You got it in the bag. Okay, let me go and see what you guys are saying. Any questions? Trish said, thank you. You loving the assessment. You're welcome. Thank you. Beverly for the heart. I appreciate that. Ziggy Space said, what type of tax prepare should I get to my taxes? I am not a tax accountant. I'm not an accountant. You should speak with an accountant for that. Coin for 100x. Kim, you're brand new to crypto. You gotta learn. I can show you guys some cryptos I can do 100x, but Kim, you gotta first learn how to invest and trade. Cause I remember you, Kim. I'll share some 100x, but what I would counsel you to do is learn how to invest and trade first. Really, Kim? Because you came on my live last time. I remember you came on like last week and you were asking very beginner level questions. Right? I remember. I don't forget people, Kim. I do not forget people. I remember who comes on my live. Okay. I have 5K in XRP at $3.10 DCA. What should my next move be? I have 5K in XRP, okay, at $3.10 DCA. Okay, so your average DCA is $3.10. What should my next move be? Okay, let me try to let's look at XRP real quick. See if I can help you out. XRP. Let's see if I can help you out. The average price is right here. What? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, my friend. I'm looking at the chart and what you're saying. I don't get it. I don't understand how your average price can be around here, $3.50. If this is the highest XRP has been in like 5 years and you've been dollar cost averaging. The only way your average price can be here, 310. Okay, that makes sense. Cause I'm like, see that? If someone's like, that makes perfect sense, I know exactly what you do. That would make no sense. You see, beware. See, I just took a look. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. 310. All right, so 310. You bought at 310. So let's say 310. 310 is right here. Okay. This actually wasn't bad. This wasn't bad of an entrance, my friend who said that. Third, this wasn't bad. 310 wasn't bad. 310 wasn't bad. This was actually a good play. Like looking at it, I'm like, this is actually a good play. So I hope you're not beating yourself up. This wasn't bad of an entrance. Right, because of that, you bought during the red, so prices were going down. And also you bought near key level of support where prices historically has shown to bounce, right? So what I would do with XRP right now is, so this is what I would do if I were you. So I would do two things. Number one, I would look at, so I don't know if you put in 5K or you have 5K, but regardless is I would look at, okay, this is my average cost. I want to lower my average cost now. So you can consider buying at this range to lower your average cost, but I would see how much money do I have to put in to get my average cost below a $2.94. That would be my goal. I would want to get my average cost below the $3 price range, right? And the reason why I want to get my average cost below the $3 price range is because typically with XRP, it has shown not to stay below $3 for a long time. historically, if we're looking at its performance within the past few months, when it hits below $3, it'll stay there for a little bit and then it runs up. So look at this line right here that I have drawn. This area is the $3 price range, right? $3 price range. So every time we're below this $3 price range, we hit the $3 price range, prices ran up. Here we went below $3 price range, prices ran up. Here we went below, slightly below, and then price ended up bouncing back up. So I would want my average cost to be within this range. So what you have to do is just do the math and be like, okay, so if I buy this much, it'll drop my average cost this much. So I just want my average cost to be below $3, because then you're setting yourself to, ideally you have it on the cheaper side. So even if prices do end up going, what is going on? These random things. So even if prices end up going back down, it's just a high likelihood you're gonna be in the profit. It's gonna keep going above. So that's what I would do. Someone said, Fahad said cap. What happened? What did he say? What did he say? 5.7K in XRP. Wait, what's the cap? What did someone say that was cap? LOL, it's bad. What happened? What did he say? Why? Fahad, what was said? What was said? I missed it. What was said? Tell me. What do you need to learn for trading? So Kim, what Fahad said he had 100K in XR. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, okay, yeah. Okay. I don't know why people come on the live and just, okay, let's just, all right. All right. XRP. Yeah, okay. I see why you said cap. I get it. All right. You guys, like, I have people who come on live and just say, like, here's the thing, you guys. Everyone's here for free. Like, you're not paying money to be here for free. So if you're going to, like, say something in regards to crypto, say what's real, so that if you do ask me for advice, I'll give you advice on, like, your real situation. So I've had people be like, oh, I have $10,000 to trade with. I'm like, okay, all right. And then now we're talking about investing and trading. He's like, so what would you do if you only had $1,000? I'm like, why would you ask me that? You said you had $10,000. Why are we talking about $1,000? Right? So just, if you want to do well in crypto, and I'm here giving you advice, just tell me what your real situation is. So yeah, I'll just say that I'm trying to be positive. Gator said, I'm trying to learn. I got you, Gator. If you want to learn, bro, ask me all the questions. If you want to lock in. I'm kind of sharing my 3 strategies that has helped me crush it in crypto. Link is in the bio. I'm having that free crypto class in one day. So it's going to be tomorrow, having that crypto class where I'm sharing strategy 1, strategy 2, and strategy 3 that's allowed me to crush it in crypto, right? So if I knew these strategies sooner, like, I got into this game fairly early. I'll say 2017, 2018 was when I got into crypto. So I'm kind of sharing the gems. These are things that took me years to learn. I invested so much money. So I'm going to share all the gems for you guys. Hopefully you guys get some value out of it, right? There's no reason why everyone should not achieve their crypto goals. I don't care what your goal is, man. I don't care what your goal is. There's no reason why we can't achieve our crypto goals. Everyone can win at this. You just got to know how to play the game. It's like saying football is a bad sport. Football, like soccer football is a bad sport. Or saying American football, like football, the way they play in the States, Tom Brady, Mahomes, right? Like, that's a bad sport. Basketball, oh, Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. It's not a bad sport. Crypto's stupid. It's not stupid. You just have to learn how to play the sport. You just learn how to play the game. And once you learn how to play the game, then you can achieve all your goals. So, yeah. Thank you for the follow. It's your Hollywood. Thank you for hitting the follow. Steven said, I bought Mao 4 years ago and have been holding ever since. Seems crazy to sell at 100% gain right now. So when you say, I want to make sure I'm understanding you right. So, okay, here's my rule. Here's my rule, Steven. I've said this before, and Steven, I think you've been on some of my other lives. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have been here. My rule with crypto is that usually when I find that a BTC, Ethereum, XRP, Sol, ETC. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I thought I recognized you. And Kim, you actually asked a good question, Kim, and I'm going to answer your question. I like the question you asked. So, Steve, one thing I have to say is when I find that people have held a crypto for a really, really long time, it's typically because they're waiting for the crypto to hit a certain price. And it's not so much the certain price, they want to make a certain amount of money. So, for example, people will be like, I held this crypto for 5 years, 6 years. And like, okay, why? Well, I thought it was going to go up to this price and I was going to make 100K. Right? Like they want to make that 100K, so they hold the crypto. And what I advise people to do is that, number one, you have to understand cycles, Steve, and I assume like you learned that, right? Cycles, crypto cycles. And you know that XRP is a bad example for crypto cycles just because with the lawsuit. And right, if you understand cycles, you'll know, right? Like it's inevitable for prices to go down. Like it's inevitable. Look at this. Bitcoin went from $20,000 all the way down towards the $3,000 price range, right? Came back, hit a new all-time high, then came back, hit another all-time high, then went back from 67K price range all the way down to the 15K price range, right? And ended up running back to a new all-time high. Correction, ran up, a massive correction, then ran up again. So there's understanding cycles and just knowing that the amount of money you want to make comes secondary to what the market tells you. If the market tells you to sell, it's time to sell. The market tells you to buy, it's time to buy. And then the other part about selling is that you don't have to sell 100% of all your crypto. Hey, let me just sell 30% of it, keep another 70%. Prices run up higher. Okay, I have 70%. Now let me sell 20%, so I'm holding on to 50%. All right, I have some money left. All right, it keeps running higher now. Let me sell some more. Because when people try to hold, what they're trying to do is now time the market, right? The last bull market, when did the market cap out? It was like I think it was on a Wednesday around 1:30. Bitcoin hit its all-time high. Crypto market hit its all-time high. And ever since then, it started going lower, lower. How are you going to know on a Wednesday, 1:30, on November 20th, the market's going to hit all-time high, right? Like you're not going to know that's the peak. So that's why I always say just sell little by little as prices continue to run up higher. So that has worked miraculously for me. We can get into more detail exactly how to do it, and I can get into more detail in tomorrow's training, right here, bomb, tomorrow's training, for everyone who's on there. But yeah, come with all your questions. I'll answer it in detail. Okay. So Kim asked a good question. Kim's like, what is required to learn how to trade? To trade, one thing that is highly required is learning how to read the chart, right? Learning how to read the chart. So what I mean by learning how to read the chart is being able to see this and understand this, right? Like you should be able to look at this and draw these lines, right? You should be able to know, okay, this is this. Like you should be able to look at this chart and understand, oh, look at this massive run towards the upside. This is unsustainable. So I got to get ready to probably sell because prices are going to move down because of this low liquidity area. And then you saw prices run. Okay, I need to take some profit. Why? Because we're at an all-time high. It means everyone in the planet has ever bought in this crypto is up on their investment. So it's time to sell. We sell. I had this area hitting now. Why? Because I know there's a low liquidity area. So what happened? Prices actually moved down right to this range that I talked about. Boom, prices move down. All right, so it filled the low liquidity area. So technically, this would be a great price to buy. And we bought, VOM, brand new all-time high. All-time high again, what do I do? Rule of thumb, always take profit at an all-time high. We took profit at an all-time high, and what happened? Boom, now we're seeing prices move back down. Where did it move back down? Whoa, to the prior low liquidity area where it bounced off the first time, right? So being able to read the chart, look at this, and know, okay, what does this mean? Oh man, this kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulder pattern. Look at that. This kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulder pattern right here. Oh, is it actually, is it? Oh, it broke up. Great. It played out exactly how I expected. Ooh, look at the RSI. It's overextended towards the top. Whenever it's up here, what does that mean? It means prices are about to drop down. Oh, that's exactly what happened. Prices drop down, so I'm going to buy that dip, and then it goes back up. Why? Because that's how it always plays out. Every time it's up here, prices end up crashing back down. Every time it's down here, prices always run up, back up. Ooh, here we go. Ran up, crashed down, ran back up, right? So understanding the chart is one of the biggest thing when it comes to trading and investing. And if you're just able to learn that, Kim, then you'll be able to crush it. You'll be able to crush it. And if you're brand new to crypto, I recommend, these are the crypto projects I recommend to buy if you're brand new to crypto. Right here. But a lot of people will give you buy this, buy this, buy that. I'll let you know right now. If you're brand new, number one, check out Bitcoin. At this point, I would say check out Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. And the reason why I would say check out Ethereum instead of Bitcoin would be just because with, you have to realize right now, there's Ethereum staking ETF. Ethereum staking ETF that's being proposed by BlackRock. Oh my goodness. And if that gets accepted, oh my goodness. Ethereum staking ETF is getting proposed by BlackRock, Fidelity, and another huge institutions. It's going to get approved. Anything, guys, BlackRock, they own that. Like, come on. All right, we don't have to say it. It's going to get approved. So number one, I would say ETH right now. And then number two, I would say Bitcoin. And then number three, I would say Solana. Why Solana? Because it's the other ETF for sure that's going to get approved. I know everyone's talking about, well, we have a Dogecoin ETF. I know we have a Litecoin ETF. We have a Sushi ETF. We have a XRP ETF. The number one ETF for approval is going to be the Ethereum staking one, right? Second to that is going to be the Solana, because not all the ETFs are going to, like, the ETFs are really great, but we have to be aware that not all of them are going to make the prices boom in the same way. So just be aware. Polygon. How do you find new coins? The easiest way to find new coins. New coins that just launched? Are you talking about new coins that just launched or just new coins? Well, you ask Steven. Steven, help out Kim. She needs your help, Steven. Let's go see. Oh, you're asking me also. You can go right here, right? Where is it that always launches new coin? Okay, so Kim, I actually want to answer your other question, finding 100x crypto project, because Kim, you shouldn't look for new coins. Like, that's not what you should look for, especially since you're a newer person. Like, don't look for new coins. If you want to find 100x crypto project, this is what you do. You go to CoinMarketCap. This is the website, CoinMarketCap. You scroll all the way down, right? You go to page 2, right? And then you focus on this number right here. And you want to find crypto projects that are under, the ones that can do 100x. You want to find those ones that are under 100 million, right? So that would actually involve probably going to page 3. right? You want to find like these ones. Ooh, they're still 1 billion. They're still in the billions. Like, yeah, I'll say, okay, let's make it a little bit more conservative. Anything in the millions, then you can get your 100x. All of these, there's your 100x potential crypto project. LOL, Dex Screener. Yeah, Dex Screener is a great platform. Why'd you say LOL? Dex Screeners are great. But you have to just know how to use Dex Screener, right? Sorry, I missed your response about Cardano's potential 85 cents back to $2.85 this market. I don't think Cardano is going to $2.85. ADA is not going back that high. Yeah, ADA is not going to $2, and the only way ADA can go to $2 and 85 cents, it would have to be under the premise number one. Okay, so ADA also has an ETF, so its ETF gets approved. And then there's a lot of institutional adoption for ADA's ETF. That's the only way I can see ADA going to $2 and above. Like, that's the only thing. Because what you have to realize right now, like, we're in the midst of the bull market. Like, we're in the midst of the bull market. So many of us crypto projects have already done 100x. There's projects that have already done 100x, right? Right? Ethereum's on the cusp of hitting all-time high. Bitcoin's already hit all-time high. BNB has already hit all-time high. Solana's already hit all-time high. A lot of these top crypto projects have already hit all-time highs, on the cusp of hitting all-time high. We'll see what happens with XRP. This already hit all-time high. This already hit all-time high. Tron, not sure. Doge is not going to hit all-time high. And then ADA. So we'll see. It has to be through the ETF. Sell your ADA? Yeah, you can sell your ADA, but I wouldn't sell my ADA today. Like, it's not so much ADA has to hit $2.85 for you to sell it. It's what price did you buy ADA at? How much money did you put into ADA? How high are you up on your ADA? Right? Like, you have to assess, and what's your goal for ADA? Are you looking to hold it for the short term, or looking to hold it for the long term? Thoughts on Sui? I like Sui, Johnny. I like Sui. Sui did really well. I bought it when it was really cheap. I posted in the community. We bought it when it was like 70 cents. We killed it, rolled it all the way up about $5 USD. We rolled it all the way above USD. I think, when did we buy Sui? Yeah, we bought Sui when it was like, we bought Sui down here. Yeah, we bought Sui right here. We bought Sui down here. That's when we originally bought it. And it has boomed. It has boomed. Yeah, so it's boomed. Now, the thing with Sui, it did get hacked, which I don't like. And then also with Sui, it has its ETF, but its ETF has like, 65% chance of getting approved. But we rolled it all the way up here and it made us money. So great. I always love, my goal in crypto is simple: make money. Don't get attached to a crypto project. Transaction. I'm here to make money. Make me another million, then move on to the next crypto. What's up, bro? Minister, man. What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay. Was there any other urgent questions anyone had for me, you guys? Give me a crypto question and I will answer it. Steve, do you do private charts to discuss a portfolio? Steven, click the link in the bio, bro, and I got you. Attend the training. You will like it. Attend the free training. Trust me, my brother, you'll like it. If you like the stuff I'm saying for free, attend the free training. I think I'll find it very helpful because you seem like you're someone who's you seem patient. You seem like a patient person, and I like that. And the reason why, because one thing in crypto is that everyone always wants, like, they think they're gonna put in $1 and then they wake up, the first thing they do in the morning, they check their crypto, they check their phone. And I know that I used to be like that too, you guys. Like, I used to, every day I wake up, like, how's my crypto wallet doing? I go to bed, like, let me just check it one more time. I wake up next day, what's going on? I go to bed, like, I know how that's like. So we all do that. Be honest right now in the chat. Be honest. Be honest right now in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat when within 10 minutes of waking up, you check your crypto wallet. Be honest right now, you guys. Put a 1 in the chat. McGill. Mois. 1. LOL. Porsche. Blake. Jamie. Cuba. Beverly. Unseen. First 30 seconds. Bro, Jamie, you kill me, bro. First 30 seconds. You just roll over as soon as your eyes open up. Roll over. Hey, how am I doing today? How much money did I make? Oh, I dream about it. You guys are hilarious, bro. Oh my gosh. I know how that's like, right? You have so much money invested and you're like, yo, what's going on? Come on, go up. I want to make money. Thoughts on XRP, bro? Yeah, we'll talk about XRP. Jamie, were you not here when I spoke about XRP? I feel like I spoke about XRP quite a few times, but everyone keeps missing it. Bro, you're not answering my question. Is Solana gonna go up to $300 Canadian? Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry for not answering your question. Okay, Jamie, I know. Okay, let me answer Jamie, and then I'll ask you a question. Hamad. I'm trying to pronounce your name. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. So I'll just quickly talk about XRP. I know I spoke about XRP already, but I'll talk about it for everyone that missed it, and then I'll answer your XRP question real quick. Okay. Looking at XRP. Let me move this screen over a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better. So here's what XRP, and I'll go over it really quickly. What XRP, the best price for XRP would have been to accumulate right here, right? Like, this is a really good price, potentially get XRP, which is around that $2.70 area, because we can see when XRP hits this range, it typically bounces up. Here you can see it got close just below it. It ran up. If you zoom really closely, look at this. Look at this candlestick right here. This is the same range. Hit this range, and then what happened? Right here, look at this candlestick. Right here, that red one. Right, hit this range, and then we had the bounce towards the upside. Came back down again, close to this line again, close to that range, and then boom, we saw prices explode and move back towards the top side. So we know that area is an area of support, an area of strength. So now, looking at where we are right now, we're very close to that exact same area right here. Here we can see what happened with prices, right? Prices ended up going back down here, boom, this red line, and then we saw the bounce towards the upside. So now we're creeping back towards that major level of support. So this puts us in a very particular situation where, number one, this is a great level to accumulate, because typically, thank you for the follow, everybody. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Hamid. Thank you for the follow, Bolden. So then if we see XRP hit this range, there's a very high likelihood we can see prices now start to move back towards the upside. If we fail, right? If we fail this level, and this is important, I want everyone to catch this. If we fail this level, because this is the difference between a good trader and someone who's basic, who's new to the game. The people that are new just say prices are going to hit here and they're going to go up. Oh, prices are going to hit here and they're going to go up. Right? That's not how the world works, you guys. Right? when I would plan dates with girls before I was married, and I would plan dates, right? And I'll just say with my wife. So when I would plan dates with my wife, right, I'll make a plan, be like, all right, we're going to do an outdoor activity. In case it rains, I had a B plan. In case it rains. Because my wife likes physical activities and things like that, like workout type of physical activities. I'm like, we're going to go to the adult obstacle course, right? We're going to go to the adult obstacle course inside. We're going to do that in case it rains. So everyone in the world of crypto, sometimes a lot of new people, they just have, oh, I'm going to buy here and prices are going to run up. And then you buy here and then price goes down. You're like, oh, what do I do? Oh. And everyone starts panicking. And then that's what's called panic sell. And then they sell. And what happens? You sell at an L, meaning you sell losing money. So that's why you got to plan what you're going to do if price goes down. If XRP goes below this range, it's probably going to go down towards $2.43. If XRP doesn't hold $2.70, it's probably going to go down $2.43. I just want everyone to be aware of that, right? Just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. So if I buy here and I want to make money in the short term and I see it, right? If I buy here and I see it start creeping below, I'm selling. I'll take a 1% loss. I'll sell a little bit because I know it's probably going to end up going all the way down here. That's how I would play the game. Thoughts on VET? Actually, wait, someone else, I'll answer you. Someone asked about Chainlink. Bro, you're not answering. Okay, so Chainlink. Okay, so Chainlink in Canadian dollars. I know there's a way of changing currency here. How do you change the currency? What's Chainlink in Canadian dollars right now? What's 170? What's Chainlink Canadian dollars right now? I have to know. Hamad. All right. I don't know if I pronounced your name right. But pretty much. Okay. So I will say this. $300 Canadian. What's $300 Canadian in American dollars? That's probably what? 200 and... I'm not even sure. 200 and what? $240 American or something. So will Solana hit 240? So that's all the way up here. Can Sol hit 240? Sol can hit 240. Sol can hit 240, right? It can. I'll say that. But one thing you have to realize with Sol, number one, Sol already hit its all-time high, right? Like Sol's already hit its all-time high right here. We saw it happen. Now, can it continue to go higher? 110%. Here, we saw it hit all-time high. This was its prior all-time high right here. Let's switch it to the date. Right, so here we saw Sol hit his prior all-time high. This was I made so much money off this crypto. Sol's one of my favorite, but still sold it, you guys. Right, and then we hit a new all-time high, and then we hit a new all-time high. So now for Solana to continue to hit a new all-time high, it has to be through the ETFs. Like it already had it. Like the Solana already pumped, it already hit its new all-time high. It came out with Pump Fund that was built on the Solana ecosystem, like with the. It had that phase. We saw so many crypto projects migrate to Solana. We saw the whole pump fund with meme coin. We saw AI agents, right? So for something to now come out to make Sol continue to run up higher, it has to be like a new narrative. And the new narrative that I see has to be the ETF narrative. Is Solana a crypto you keep or sell for profits? I pretty much sell every crypto except for Bitcoin is the exception. Because you have to realize, right? Like there are certain cryptos where they can go lower than the price you bought it at. Like So I originally bought Solana when it was $4, and because I was staking it so much, it dropped down to $3, right? So that is a really cheap price, right? Because I bought it like all the way down here. It was like, you can't even see the price on the chart. That's how cheap I got it at. So Solana went from when I bought it to up here, all the way up here. So I made a killing off Solana. And then it dropped all the way down here. Now keep in mind, the second time when Solana did drop, it actually didn't go as low as I bought it. It only went down towards $8. But the price gap between $4 and $8 the second time, when it got to $8, I dumped. I put in a lot more than I did even the first time, right? But that's just the point for people to understand that every cycle, when it comes to crypto, there are certain cryptos, they won't go back to the price you bought it at. But that is only based on when you bought it. I bought Solana when it was a baby, like a baby. And when it hit $8, it's a like it wasn't a baby then because everyone knew about it, but it went really cheap. So if you bought Sol right here, let's say you bought Solana right here at 100, 250 bucks, I would not keep that. I would sell that because your average price is so high. Like it's so high, knowing that the bear market is going to go below it. If you bought at a price where you're like, even in the bear market, it's not going to go this low again, I would keep it. But if it is going to go below it, then I would sell it because then I'll buy back again at a cheaper price, knowing I'm getting a better deal because it's going to run back higher. So that's one scenario. You can do that. Scenario number two, right? You can split up your Solana, right? So what I'll do is I'll have one where I'm like, this is for me just to invest for the long term because I know it's never going to go back to this price again. So hardware wallet, right? Hardware wallet, when you're aggressively accumulating, hardware wallet, especially in the bear market, aggressively accumulating, that goes in your hardware wallet. That. But then I'll buy the exact same crypto again to trade for the short term because I know, hey, this project is going to boom, but it's going to crash again, right? It boomed, great. I made a bunch of money. It's going to crash again. So I'm going to sell up here knowing prices are going to end up going back down here, right? So you don't have to always invest and you don't have to always trade. You can play both sides of the game so you can benefit from both. So that's what I teach everybody. Right? Everyone in my community, that's what I tell everyone. That's what I recommend. And actually some of those strategies that I talked about now just vaguely, I'm going to go into detail in the link in the bio, liveCrypto.ca right here in the training I'm having. I'm going to talk about investing strategies, trading strategy, exactly how I do it in more detail. So if that's something you guys want to learn, my 3 crypto strategies, secrets, gems, crypto class I'll be doing tomorrow evening. Kind of share the strategies in order, like do this, do this, do this. Well, at least what I did, that's helped me reach all my crypto goals, my crypto milestones. You guys are free to do whatever you like. But link in the bio right there for everyone who really wants to learn my crypto secrets. All right. Did I answer everybody's questions? So if I answered everyone's questions, that's a wrap. We're going to call it a day. I think I ran over all the major crypto projects everybody wanted me to go over. I just want to finish by saying, you guys, that thank you for being so kind and helpful. You're welcome, Blake. You're welcome, man. I hope I shared things that really helped you level up in crypto and you like it. Hope I see you, Blake, in the training tomorrow that I'll be having. GG, buddy. Thanks. You're welcome. I want to know about the hard versus keeping it on the exchange. Okay, yeah. So I'll explain how that works. That's a really good question. Living consciously. All the girls always have these like poetic, nice profile names. Like all these like meaningful names. Look at that. Living consciously. Like that's so nice. Like I like that. All right. So this is what I'll say to you, living consciously. I like your profile name. I like it. Um, I will say when I don't know what your goals are living consciously, but I will say that if you are buying a crypto, like for me, just so you know, I have been married for 7 years. 8 years. Ooh, my goodness. Forget how long I've been married for. 7 years. I have a 2-year-old son, 3-year-old son. And when my wife and I were like, let's have kids. And then boom, she was pregnant like next week, 2 weeks later, right? So as soon as she told me she was pregnant, I started buying crypto for my son, very aggressively, a lot, because it kind of fell under the bear market. So I was putting in I was buying like 3,000 to 4,000 a week for him. So all the crypto I was buying for my son, I put that aside on my hardware wallet because I know I'm gonna hold that for a very long time for him, right? So that the day when he walks down the aisle or whatever, he finally, graduates from schooling, he's ready to move out with his lady and start his life, and they're ready to move on, right? Kind of like, here's a gift from me to you. All of that crypto that I'm buying for my son, right? Buying from also my baby girl, she's younger. That's long term. I don't keep that on exchanges. Any crypto that you're holding for long term should be held off an exchange. All right? I'll rephrase that. If you're holding a crypto for a long period of time, take it and hold it off the exchange. If it is a crypto that I plan on trading, I'm not going to hold it for a very long time. Then I will keep it on the exchange. Here's another way. If it is a crypto where I have bought a lot of money and I might just hold it for like maybe 1, 2, 3 months, and it's a lot of money and I don't feel comfortable, then I'll keep it on exchange. The time when you have to worry about exchanges are, number one, if it's a brand new exchange, wouldn't keep a lot of money on brand new exchange. Number two, bear market. New exchanges, bear market, right? No. And then new exchanges, bear market. And that's pretty much it, right? That's pretty much it. Whoa, you said, okay, what did you say? I will be on the training. Also, I am trying to trade and hold goals. I meant more about people saying you're going to lose it when XRP is utilized. So I'm getting a little stressed out about holding it right now on the exchange when everyone is saying you might lose it. Don't listen to everyone. Watch the masses and do the opposite. It's a quote I've learned that I heard that has served me very well. Watch the masses and do the opposite of what they say and do. So, one thing I will say overall with exchanges will not come technically. I will say this, right? If you have an exponential amount of money in any crypto project and you are feeling the way you're feeling, just put it in a hardware wallet. Put it in a hardware wallet. You can go right here, buy yourself right here. You can buy yourself a hardware. Here, I'll show you. Also, I'm assuming you had. Thank you for the rose, right? Buy yourself a hardware wallet, right? Just go to here and just type in hardware wallet. Okay, right here, popped up. Right here, there's a hardware wallet. Right here, everyone can see the screen. Right here, see the website. Right here you go. Trezor hardware wallet. Right here, scroll down and then the hardware wallet, hardware wallet, hardware wallet. These are all hardware wallets where you can buy and keep and store your crypto. right here. Okay. Go ahead. Put it right there. The exchange. But then some people are saying once you put it in a hardware wallet that you can't put it back on. They're wrong. They're wrong. Those people are wrong. Thanks for showing. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm looking for a decent or right now. What? Okay. Here's a hardware wallet. The other hardware wallet you can get. The other hardware wallet I would say is get a ledger. This is the other hardware wallet you can get. You can get a ledger, right? Here's another hardware wallet you can get. Ledgers, right? Here's another one. You can get. I don't know who's giving you this advice. Living consciously. People telling you when you put a crypto in a hardware wallet, you can't get it out. What? That's like what? That's like saying I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna give you that. That's like someone saying, hey, once you put money in a bank account, you can never get it out. Why would anyone want to put their, like, companies deposit money in your bank account traditionally, right? With your traditional job. Like, thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the life, SNC. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes, right? I appreciate that. So, yeah, don't listen to people. And living consciously, I'll tell you this. If anyone says anything in crypto that doesn't make sense at all, just send me a DM and ask me and I'll answer you. By the way, everyone who's on this live, you're probably going to get a follow by a fake account pretending to be me, right? A fake account pretending to be. I literally had my sisters and my mom be like someone followed me and was messaging me, and I know it wasn't you. Like my sister came on my live and then she left, and then someone messaged her and like, hello, how are you doing today? I do not talk to my sister and say, hello, what are you doing today? I'm like, yo, what up, sis? How you doing? Like, that's how I talk to my sister. So then they got a message, like, and they're like, what is this? Like, my sister, my mom, like everyone in my family. So just to let everyone know, after you guys leave this live, you're probably going to get a follow from an account that looks just like me, my profile picture, my bio, everything, right? And they're probably going to message you and say something foolish. I'll teach you how to trade and invest. Put your money here. I won't do that. I will never DM you first. If you DM me, yeah, I'll answer you because I'm a human being, right? Respect each other, help people out. But I will never DM you first. And I will never tell you to put your money here in this wallet. And I will never say, I'll help you make 100K. And once you make 100K, then just pay me back $10,000. All right? I won't do that. If you message me, I will respond. And by the way, if you do message me, I probably won't respond right away, live, doing things. But I will get back to you sooner or later. La said, that's why I'm going to start calling you right now. So if I see I'm not following them, it means that's the fake account. I will delete them and log them. Perfect. And do me a favor too, Luz. Report them. You see that fake account, report them. What are those wallets? Do you... what those wallets do? It give you keys to the account and XRP, whatever. No, so wallets are like, what's the easy way of explaining? So it's kind of like a hardware. It's like an external hard drive, right? Like an external hard drive or like a USB, right? Like back in the days, you had a USB, like an external hard drive, right? And you can put things in it. Right, boom, and then you take it and you walk somewhere else and you find another computer and you plug it in and you can take everything there. So it's kind of like that, right? It's like somewhere to keep your crypto safe. La said follow you right now. Thank you, La Studio. I appreciate the follow. Thank you, SNC, for all the likes. Thank you. All right. So does anyone have any like, man, I wish I had the answer to this crypto question. I've been really struggling with this. I just want someone to help me who knows how to invest, who knows how to trade. If you have any questions, urgent question, ask me it right now, or forever hold your peace. All right. So I think everyone asked their questions. Aside from that, if you guys want crypto help, check the link in the bio for the free crypto class I'll be having. Do you recommend cold wallets? Yeah. So a cold wallet is the exact same thing as a hardware wallet. They're the exact same thing. They're the exact same thing, just a different name, right? It's like saying, hey, I'm driving a truck, or I'm driving a car. Technically, they're both the same thing. You're just specifying, right? Like a car is a truck is a car, right? When are you going to be on next? When am I going to be on next? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, ASW. But if you don't want to miss anything I say, link in the bio. I'll be having the... If you guys want to be on top of everything I post, all right, so I'll say this. All right, if you're like, hey, I just want to be there when you're live. Like if you're live and you say something good, I just want to be there. Then, like I just want to learn from you. Whatever. What you can do is, if you're more focused on like the actual, like I want to learn strategies and technique, just whatever you, where is it? You guys can come right here. You guys want to learn strategies and techniques, you can come right here. My YouTube channel, Naicke Kalala. You can click on here. I have multiple videos. Let me go to videos. I have multiple videos where I talk and I share crypto strategies, technique, my mindset. Like right here, find whichever one suits you. This one's really good. I recommend everyone checking out this one. Some Alex Ramosi made some basic crypto mistakes. So I think people will learn some good stuff from here. And then this one too, where I answer a lot of people's beginner questions, right? So you guys can check these out. If you're just like, hey, I just want to see your free stuff, right here, right? If you want training, like when I'm going live, I'll go live when I try to go live decently. But check the link in the bio, right? Check the link in the bio for the free crypto training I'm having. Right here, right there, link. Yeah, free training in 1 day, where I'm kind of sharing the strategies that's helped me crush it in crypto. For that, aside from that, I will try to go live again tomorrow morning. All right, I'll promise to go live tomorrow morning. All right, that's my promise to you guys. I will promise to go live tomorrow morning. Hey, Gator, I will see you on the training. Do you short and long crypto? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Carpenter. I do short and long. One is online and one is offline. I don't really understand what you mean. One is online and one is offline. This training that I'm having, that's a live training. That's going to be live. It's going to be live. It's going to be on Zoom. We're going to break down strategies in detail. Right? When I come on live right now, it's more of like a Q&A, like a free-for-all. Ask me whatever questions you want. Right? Where this is going to be more structured. Like, hey, I'm teaching this strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4. After I teach the strategy, then ask me all your questions. And then I answer it all. Do you need a broker? Okay, so Carpenter, when you ask the question, do you need a broker? That's more stock related. With crypto, it's not called a broker. It's called a crypto exchange, right? So it's called a crypto exchange. So yes, you need a crypto exchange, but all you need is not like all you need is an email address. If you have an email address, you can open up a crypto exchange and then you can buy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, talking about cold wallet. He's talking about cold wallet. And what exchange do you use? Please and thank you. So, Carpenter, the exchange I use wouldn't be the same exchanges you use, right? What I recommend for you, because I see the Canadian flag in your profile, you can use this exchange, right? So I'll give you some. Number one, you can use Newton. That's what I recommend for you. Okay. Check out this platform, Newton, right? This is a Canadian-based exchange, right? This is what I recommend for you because I see the Canadian flag. So you can actually, oh, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the heart. You can e-transfer your money from whichever bank account you bank with, TD, RBC, Scotia, any of them. You can e-transfer your money in. The other one, I'll give you 3. You can try Kraken as well. This one is also a Canadian-based platform. Not Canadian, it's America-based, but they're authorized to trade in Canada. You can use it as a Canadian. So this one also allows you, look at that, interactive e-transfer, right? Optimized for Canada. So you can do that. The other one you can use is Index. So here, I just gave you 3. I just gave you 3 that you can use. All right. Good morning, Corey. Hope you're doing good, my guy. All right. So there we go. I gave you 3. Those are for the Canadians. So if you live in Canada, that's for you. Oh, if you live in the States or in Europe, I can give you guys other ones, but it really depends. Since you're new, that's what I would say to start if you're new. Right? And then once you kind of start understanding a little bit, you're welcome. You're welcome, Carpenter. And once you start getting a little bit more skilled, and then we can start focusing more on, we can look at different exchanges. I have a question. My brother, what do you think about Litecoin? I think Litecoin is setting itself up to possibly do a good little run toward the upside. And the reason why, because I know Litecoin is one of those crypto projects that's currently up for ETF approval. And I'm pretty sure Litecoin's approval rate is at above 90% for Litecoin. Now, in regards to Litecoin TA, here, I'll do TA for Litecoin for you real quick. Here, let me do it for you. I got you. No man left behind. Let's do Litecoin. Let's use this one. You guys want Litecoin? You want Litecoin? I got you. I'm going to show you Litecoin. All right. So Litecoin had this beautiful breakout. This very, very beautiful breakout. Let's just look at it. I haven't looked at Litecoin in a, actually, wait, hang on. I swear I looked at, where was it? I swear. Yeah, here. I swear I looked at Litecoin. Yeah, there we go. Like, I know I looked at Litecoin a few days ago. Okay. So we kind of see, let me get rid of this. And let me get, okay. Okay. Now, with Litecoin. Litecoin has this area right here, which is $140. That's pushing it lower and lower, right? We can see here, boom, pushing it lower. Hit here, push lower. Hit here, push lower. So what that's telling us is right here, there's a lot of selling pressure when you're looking at Litecoin. Meaning everyone that has bought in Litecoin up here, right? Up here is selling their Litecoin, and everyone that's bought on Litecoin within the year and a half is also selling their Litecoin. So that's why I said Litecoin can have a really good pump toward the upside if the ETF gets approved and there's accumulation occurring to it. Then you can finally see it hit above this range right here. So if you, I don't know if you already have money invested in it or if you're thinking about buying Litecoin, but what I would look is I would look to accumulate Litecoin at those major levels of support. So here we can see it hit this level and then it ended up running back up. Retrace to hit that level again, and then prices ending up running back up. So ideally, If Litecoin were to suddenly hit back towards this range, then great. Then we can probably see it continue to run back toward the upside. But Litecoin hitting this range is very slim. It's very, very hard for Litecoin to hit this range. So now we have to look at plan B. Where's another level we can potentially get Litecoin at, which is right here. Voila. This area right here. And we know this area is strong because every time we saw Litecoin hit this area, we saw how prices reacted to it. I'll show you guys really simple. Litecoin hit up here, and then we saw prices drop towards the downside, right? We all saw that. This range right here, right? Now what happened when it hit that exact same range again? It hit that range, prices ran up. So we have to realize that if there's an area that's pushing prices down, right? Like it's kind of like this guy, right? You don't like this guy. When he's not on your team, it's really hard to win. When he is on your team, meaning he's your area of support, meaning you're above it. When he is on your team, he's great because he can push you up. So here we can see he wasn't on our team. He pushed prices down. Here we can see he is on our team. So once we hit that range, we see prices moving up. So the second area, if I'm looking to buy Litecoin, I'm not in it, I would look to buy a little bit of Litecoin right here, knowing that there's a high probability prices can run up. Now, if prices do break down, I'm not worried because then we have a double layer support right here and right here. Type movement causes consolidation, which means either an explosion up, an explosion down, with the fact, or an explosion down, with the fact that there's an ETF potentially in the works, with the fact that we potentially can have an interest rate drop in the month of September. It's currently at 60-ish% drop. With the fact that we're moving towards the month of October, November, where crypto historically done well, it leads me to believe that prices are most likely going to run up instead of suddenly start dropping and moving downwards. Now, if prices do move down, then we can like blah, blah, blah. More game plan, more strategy. I can talk about this all day. I love this stuff. But yeah, that's how I would play it. So I hope that helps. That's how I would play it. Okay. I think I answered everybody's question. That was it. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If you guys need any crypto help, send me a DM. I'll answer everyone's question. Remember, if I DM you first, it means it's not me. It means it's a scammer. So don't trust them. If you guys want the crypto lesson that I'm having, which is going to be tomorrow, where I really break down strategies in more detail of how I do it, how I was able to crush in crypto and just pay off all my debt, student loan, credit card, make my first 100K, 200K, 300K, buy my first investment property with crypto. I'm kind of breaking down the strategies of exactly how I was able to do all of that right here. The link's in the bio for you guys. Aside from that, I love you guys. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for giving me a voice. Like, you guys coming on here just shows like, hey, you guys are helping me create content. So thank you for listening. All right. Appreciate you guys. And we shall talk another day. Sorry, Maggie, APT. I'll cover that. I will cover that tomorrow. I promise I'll cover that tomorrow. Or maybe I'll come on tonight. Okay? Maybe I'll come on tonight. But if you really want to know, just links in the bio. And yeah, maybe I'll come on tonight to talk about that. All right, you guys. Much love, everybody. Have a blessed day.